For part three of this webinar, we're going to discuss search engine marketing, which is geared towards off-site techniques and strategies that are used to drive search engines back to your website through a series of links. And those links can come from articles, videos, press releases, and a number of other areas that we're going to discuss in this webinar.
Keywords. Search engine marketing. Search engine marketing, again, is the next phase of any internet marketing strategy. The search engine marketing, once you've got your website optimized, the purpose of search engine marketing is to drive the search engines back to your website from other websites. Again, Google is looking for you looking for websites that are an authority in their category. So it assumes that if a website is popular and other websites are linking to it, that website is popular and is going to go to that website and look at the keywords that it's ranked for. So by continually driving visitors from other websites back to your website through links, through articles, through press releases, what you're going to do is, in Google's eyes, is you're going to become more and more of an authority in your area. And again, 80% of the reason your website is ranked on the first page is due to those links and the things you're doing off of your website. So what are the tactics that we use? Number one is creating backlinks. And not only creating backlinks, but anchor text. This is a big part of the cost involved in monthly search engine marketing. When you think about backlinks, a backlink is a link from another website to yours. It's a backlink, or also known as an inbound link. You linking to other websites does not help you. Other websites linking to you helps you. So one of the things that you're going to get in your emails every other day is an email saying, hey, I have a great website. If you link to me, I will link to you. Having reciprocal links is now not banned by Google, but is not looked on favorably. It does not help you. Having links only coming into you is really what helps you with your search engine marketing. Now, having a link back to you doesn't help you as well as having a link with your keyword linking back to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some examples of what anchor text is. This is one of our clients here. If you go into an article, what you're going to see is all of these articles have his keywords in here. This is called anchor text. These are your anchor links. So again, going back to the example of Church's Chicken, if you have a restaurant franchise, if restaurant franchise is one of your targeted keywords, having 1,000 links that say restaurant franchise linking to Church's Chicken franchise site is going to help their ranking more than just churcheschchicken.com. Okay, this is a very big part of search engine marketing. When you think that you have 20 keywords and you want to get 100 links from each keyword back to you, that's 100 times 20. It's 2,000 links just for those 20 keywords. So again, when you optimize articles and you optimize press releases and you do anything off your website, you upload videos, you want to put tags that are going to link to your website using the keywords that you're targeting. It's one of the most important, by far the most important part of the search engine marketing. Again, going back to press releases, you should be submitting press releases anyway to the web, but not only having press releases is important, but SEO friendly and optimized press releases. Go through the things and the content that you're writing and make sure that you have keywords that you're targeting and make sure those links are going back to your website. When you submit a press release, it's going out to hundreds and hundreds of highly trafficked websites and driving people back to you. You need to make sure that your press releases are optimized, and including your keywords. And as I talk, you're going to notice the trend. Everything that we talk about is driving traffic and driving search engines back to you using the targeted keywords that we came up with. That's why that first step is so important. Social media is another cheap and expensive way to drive traffic back, using YouTube videos, using your Facebook, and any one of the profiles that are LinkedIn that you're putting out there. Make sure that you add in a description of your company and then create links with your backlinks and your targeted keywords back to your website. Next thing we're going to talk about is our pay-per-click ads and sponsored ads and why they're important and how you can identify keywords. When you're talking about search engine marketing and you're only dealing with a list of 20 targeted keywords, it takes a long time not only to get your website out there, it takes a long time to get those articles indexed, and it takes a long time to drive traffic back for just those 20 keywords. Search engine marketing, one of the, as I mentioned before, there's 77 different factors when Google ranks a website. Well, one of the number one factors is time. It's the only thing that you can't fake. So Google knows that if your website's been up there for a long time, you're going to have a better chance of getting up on top of the search engine faster. Doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means you're going to get up on the first page faster. So if you have a brand new website, what we tell people is, look, we're going to go out and we're going to artificially generate your backlinks. We're going to artificially put all this stuff out there, but Google's got to find that. Google indexes a website every 2 to 3 weeks. That's not a lot of time. So if Google's only coming to your website every twice a month, it's also going to other websites. When we upload an article to another article directory coming back to you, Google might not even find that article for a month. So as you can see, it takes, when we say for a brand new website, it takes about 4 to 6 months to really get you out there and really build those backlinks. Another thing is, people over at Google aren't stupid. They've made a lot of money for a reason. If you go and bombard the internet with thousands of links and thousands of videos right out of the gate, Google's going to know something's up. So what you have to do is more of a slow release program where you're slowing, where you slow down the amount of information you put out there. If you're putting out press releases, great, because a press release should probably go out once a month. But we're going to be putting out other things into the internet that do take time. The benefits of pay-per-click ads are that you're going to be up tomorrow. You can easily generate traffic the next day. As I showed you in that example, though, for $6 a click-through, 100 to 200 people is going to cost you over $1,000. So there is a benefit because you get immediate traffic. You can start looking at the statistics and telling you, how effective are those people converting to leads. And again, it really comes back down to tracking. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the benefits, again, of pay-per-click ads is you will get visibility, you'll get it immediately, and you can drive traffic and start generating leads. The other benefit is that you can go upwards of 200 to 300 keywords versus the 20 that you would do in search engine marketing. By being able to market more keywords, you can find what we call low-hanging fruit, or keywords that don't cost you a lot of money, but that drive a lot of traffic and convert to leads. The final thing when you're dealing with pay-per-click campaigns is developing effective landing pages. Again, you got a very short period of time to convince somebody that your opportunity is one that's good for them, and that the industry is an industry they want to be in. And then you want to get them over to giving you their information so that they turn into a lead and possibly a sale. So the landing page designs, and we're going to talk about this in another webinar, are very, very important as far as how you get somebody in and you convert them into the information. A lot of the pay-per-click landing pages are about 1 to 2 pages long. Give us your information, get in the door, get out. You don't want to send them to your home page where they've got to root and try to find the information they're looking for and decide if the business opportunity is right for them.
That concludes part 3 of this webinar. Hopefully you learned a lot about search engine marketing. The next phase of our the last portion of this webinar will go over tools and analytics that can help you with measuring the effectiveness of your campaigns. If you have any questions about search engine marketing, or you need some help with building a backlink network, please call us today at 888-915-6442 or visit us at www.starklogic.com.